Happy Monday, everybody. My apologies. I am later than I said I would be. Said I'd be 15 minutes late and ended up being 19 minutes late. 20 minutes late. I lied. That fast. I lied that fast. Sorry. What's up, Arthur? Happy Monday. One more thing to do. And voila. Everybody, how's it going? Oh, we're here. My glasses are dirty. Nothing's new. Hopefully, you guys. What's up, Amir? I'm taking a guess. I'm looking at your profile picture. You didn't know I'm blind as a bat. What's up, Mikkel? That is Mikkel, right? I'm gonna see how far I could go guessing you guys' profile pictures. I think that's Mikkel. I think Amir just said something again. I can't see what you guys are saying until I clean these doggone things. I can't see. I still can't see. Hold on. We're almost there. So what happens when you have two parents that are both blind? You become blinder. It's the worst. It's the worst. All right. Arthur, Amir, I was right. I was right. All right. We're here. Hopefully you guys are having a good Monday. I'm having a good Monday so far. Work wasn't too crazy. It's the day after the Super Bowl. A lot of people didn't come to work today, so I'm happy about that. Well, I didn't update this. We're in chapter 106. I need to update this on the screen. 106. We ended off last week with the introduction to Lyborick. Being honest, I don't remember their names. I know one was Drippy and one wasn't. One was Stallion. The other one was something else. Like he had like owl stuff. One had disgusting drip. Wow, I really don't remember their names. I haven't looked at the chapter since last week, but there we go. There we go. Perseus and Perdity. Thank you. Perseus and Perdity. I appreciate it. They were hinting at some stronger people being there besides them. I have this sneeze. Oh, gosh. Excuse me. Calavan. I don't think that was that last week. We got some Calavan stuff. No, that was 2 weeks ago with Calavan. Last week was was it just no? What was the majority? Yvonne Cal. Thank you. Yvonne Cal was the was last week. She got back up. She destroyed the warp gate. A lot of that stuff. Okay. I remember now. I remember. It took me a minute, but we got there. All right. Let me shut up. No. All right. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna take a swig, and we're gonna get started. All right. I feel like I gotta sneeze again. Oh gosh. I feel like listening to this again. I can never thank Enryu enough for making that song. Can never thank him enough. All right. Deep breath. Here we go. We're back with Yvonne Kel. Don't you dare try to come over. Just stay stuck in there. Warp gate. The place where the other gate is, Lyborick's battleship. I'll crush you with all my might. Here we go, Calavan. Here we go, Calavan. Here we go. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. All right. With all your might, you must have suffered from previous battles, but you're just bluffing. Looks to me you barely have enough energy to keep yourself up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. He caught it. He caught it. He caught it again. Why do you sound so happy? He's like, who are you even rooting for? So you caught it. But that's just what I wanted you to do. Since it's blowing up soon. Uh-oh. Goodness gracious, look at that. Alright, lethal move. Lightning Spear. Tormenta Lanza. That was so American. I just Americanized the hell out of this. Tormenta Lanza. I'm tired of them. Ah. Look at that thing. Why did we have to get the next coolest spear thing from Lyborick? Where's my boy Ron at? Goodness. Big impact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 floors, possibly 6. Goodness gracious. Oh, he's still there. He's still there. How are you unscathed? He just has a little flesh wound. Little flesh wound. I heard you have an incredibly hard body, pause, but this is beyond my expectation. Oh, he's putting essence on the left hand. He's probably killing a regular right now, probably. He's shooting another one. Come on, Calavan. Oh, he went through it. Where is he pulling these things from, by the way? I've prepared enough spears. Let's see how more it will take to crush you. I feel a cutaway coming right now. Oh, not yet, not yet. All right. They're both incredible, but this is no time for gawking like this. We have to use this chance to destroy the gate. Do you think spatial distortion is a skill only Udak knows, or is it a skill you think they all know? Because if both gates get destroyed, I definitely can see that happening. Look at, they're getting it in right now. Probably his arms inventory or his pocket, probably. Lightning Spear Pequeña Lanza. Look at this. Look at it. Yeah. Okay. His abilities is nice or whatever. Okay. All right, Lyborick. Okay. All right. Company Commander Calavan. You seem to think that I could reach this level of mastery because I focus on a single attribute. My talent isn't as good as a lightning spear, but it's not so ordinary either. I do have another Shinsu attribute. Interesting. Which is what? Taking a guess, what could it be? I have no idea. Like, they cool. Yeah, it's like you cool or whatever. Okay, whatever. Well, I guess it wouldn't be useless if I didn't have an electrical attribute. But this is water vapor. I was gonna say ice, but water vapor. So the water vapor is just gonna maximize. That's a crazy attribute combo. Huh. The Shinsu level is going up. Is it vaporization? Okay, I was having a moment. Is it vaporization? It looks like fog. Right, this is vaporization. It evaporates the water inside the Shinsu. We're getting too deep in this. I don't even know how to comprehend that. It evaporates the water inside the Shinsu. And if I do electrolysis, I'm using like paralysis, electrolysis with this water vapor overflowing with electricity. I can release. That's crazy. Like he really broke this down. Like we didn't need this. We know. Light and electricity goes crazy in water. That's all I knew. All right, I can release a tremendous amount of electric current at once. I need more hype music. I don't know if this fits necessarily. Whatever. Now I need, okay, Lyborick is doing all this talking about how he's not normal, but everything he throws at Calavan, Calavan's just like, all right, cool. It's like little nicks and cuts. He scienced the hell out of this. Yeah. I need to see what he's looking like right now. It's over. All you're doing is just like taking more clothes off of Calavan. And if we use the Dragon Ball logic, the more clothes you lose, the more stronger you get. So all you're doing is just making Calavan stronger because he doesn't have sleeves. He doesn't have pant legs anymore. And the minute he's about to lose his shoes. If he loses his top, it's over. You're gonna die. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Miss Lafaf, is there a way we can destroy the gate at one go? The gate is hard to destroy with just the Shinsu attack because of its barrier. It would take a monster like Yvonne Kell to pull it off though. She's already done it on her side. But I might also have a chance if I use this Lafaf Faust. She's a rocket launcher? This guy is specialized for destroying buildings or machines, so it can neutralize barriers. Excuse me. We'll have to see if it works on the gate too. Look at this. But it penetrates through just about any barrier. This series, a lot of people, like, they're covered in blood. They've received these impacts and these grave injuries, and then they're just standing here with rocket launchers and like nothing's wrong. It's huge. Look at Johnson. All right, here we go. Here we go. Dun dun. What is that Lafaf trying to do? She's aiming at the warp gate. See, he was killing me with the way he draws these hands. I didn't even look at them. Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna look at the hands. 1, 2, okay. There's one. That looks fine. Where's her other arm at? Wait. You see this? Look at this. What? Hold on. I would have never noticed. I would have never noticed until you said something. Hold on. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Dude. This looks like they drew Lafaf standing here. And they just put a picture of a rocket launcher on top of it. Hold on. Look at this. Wait a second. That's what it really looks like. It really looks like. That looks so goofy. This looks so, it looks like Lafaf was drawn and then they just took a picture of a rocket launcher and put it over her. That's exactly what this looks like. Dude, this would have, like, 15 minutes in Photoshop, you could have fixed all this. There's no way. I was trying to compare it with this one because it looks, look at this. Look at this. That looks ridiculous. Dude, that looks all right, let's continue. Let's stop her. Okay. Don't get in the way. You can't stop me with your lousy skill. You were just lucky when you landed a punch on me. Don't get on a high horse. Monsoon, what you about to do? Whoa! Break it! Break it at the elbow. End it all. It looks like you're still inexperienced, so let me teach you a lesson. That there are people who get a single punch and strike back a dozen times harder. Judo throw in the middle of the air. You launched him. Goodness gracious. There's the other one. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to Candidity? Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look. That's dope. That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. All right, hold on. I can't look at her again. Hold on. Miss Lafaf. There we go. That looks better. That looks better. What was going on with the other ones? This looks better. This definitely looks like they took this picture of this rocket launcher, put it here, and then drew her around it. This is what it should look like. Wait, what's going on at the elbow? I don't know. That looks weird too. I think it was Water Dragon. It looked really cool, but Lafaf and his rocket launcher looks ridiculous. Look at the crosshair on this thing. All right, if I break at least one side of the gate, I can drop it. Goodness gracious, that thing's got some kick to it. Is it, hold on, is it enough though? I'm gonna say no. We cut away, we cut away. Lopobia's battleship. The set time has come. The connection to gate 2 is good. Seriously, what happens if the other gate gets destroyed too? Don't jinx us. If that happens, we'll be lost in the middle area. There's no problem with the warp fleet. The warp will start now. Wait, is it about to blow up in their face? Or is the warp gate gonna open and the blast is gonna go through it? Oh, that was filthy. That was filthy. That was filthy. But this right here. This right here, hold on. I really wasn't paying attention to what I was looking at. I really was just reading. But if we look right here, this is, what is his name? I don't remember what their names are. Perseus Perditty. Who is this? You see this right here? Who is this person? I'm gonna zoom in. You see him? Look at them. Who is that? Look at it. Look at him. Looks like he has green hair. Or blue. I'm gonna go with green because Perseus has green. Looks kind of similar. I'm gonna say green. But then, if you look at this right here, this is Holland probably. Gotcha. Yeah, the hatchling leader Holland. Yeah. This right here, this is, what's his name? How I forget his name that fast? His name gives me fits. The leader. Lopobia leader. What's his name? Tramere. Tramere. This is him because this is the top of the DNA strand. This is him. They're right there. That rocket launcher was gigantic. All right. This is a cool chapter. This is a cool chapter. We got some more of Calavan kind of getting pushed around by Lyborick. Now, what's interesting with this Lyborick battle, this Lyborick and Calavan battle, is that I think along with everyone else, well, I'm not gonna say everyone else, forgive me. I was kind of downplaying Lyborick's fighting abilities just a little bit, but the last couple of chapters showing like all of like his arsenal, what he has to offer, and the strength that he boasts, and like pushing Calavan around and stuff. It's like he's like forcing you to give him a little bit of respect. But what this truly feels like, I don't know. I don't see this like how Lyborick is seeing this like I'm not as weak as you think. I can beat you, and he's throwing out all these techniques. But then he has that moment in there where he's like, I did all that and it didn't do nothing really. But then he kind of like talks himself out of it, continues to boast himself up, and throws another big move at him. So what it makes me feel like is it could be one of two things. It could either be what Calavan usually does, because Calavan, he said that he definitely disrespected Lyborick, didn't take his power as being serious, and that he would actually take him serious this time. And Calavan is not in a sense like power dumping, because he really hasn't done anything, because all of Lyborick's techniques are kind of keep away. Like Lyborick was up close and personal, and then when he finally got Calavan away from him, he's staying as far away as possible. Everything has been long range attacks and long range trying to put him down, which makes me feel like there's a possibility that up close and personal, Calavan might beat the brakes off him, but at a distance, unless the essence of bravery is capable of some pretty nutty things, we still don't know what it's capable of. Who knows? Calavan might be able to have a long range battle as well. But it could be one of two things. Sidetrack though for a second. It could be more of the same, where it's like Calavan says he's gonna like take him seriously, but he catches himself not taking him seriously. Or it could just be a tactic of Lyborick is playing keep away so good that Calavan just can't get close. But I don't think that Lyborick. I feel like Lyborick will run out of Shinsu stamina before he could kill Calavan. I do feel that. Because he's thrown how many large scale attacks out at Calavan with minimal damage. He's only destroying the man's clothing, and he has like a tiny cut on his chest. It's not even anything that's severe like what we saw with Jinsung, where there was like a void in his chest or the cracking that bomb added to that wound. There's nothing. It's been nothing like that. Who knows what else Lyborick has in his back pocket to throw at him. But this could be a parallel situation in terms of how the actual Kuns are natural spirit barriers and Popodals were our natural wave controllers. It makes sense if Lyborick is a close range fighter. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it like that. Just from the visuals alone, I'm just like, it does, like up close and personal, Calavan might get him, and actually thinking about his lineage makes perfect sense. So I wonder if this is just going to be a war of attrition in a sense. If can Lyborick chip away at Calavan before Calavan could get to him? I think that's what we're in the middle of. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I was saying this feels like not in the terms of story, like the story beats and what was chosen to be written as far as dialogue. But it's similar to how the battle is playing out with it feels similar to Yasracha and Yama in a way. It kind of feels that way. Where it could be where it's just kind of like not waiting it out, but two styles of fighting. Like Yasracha is good at close range fighting, but he's good at pretty much. I would say Yasracha is good at keep away, and it's because of how fast he is. So it's like he can move around faster than you can put your hands on him. So he can kind of do what he wants and you not be able to react to it. And in a similar sense, it's the same thing with this. It's like you might be able to do it's like you could try to do X, Y, and Z, but Lyborick is going to keep you at a distance. I think it can be the case Lyborick is being arrogant, thinking about the war, and it's not going through depleting his energy on the spirit to avoid being useless in a battle. That is true as well. You can make that argument for him, because it's not the plan to be fighting Calavan like this. He still needs to be ready for the battle against Pobedao. But, excuse me, forgive me, it would be a mistake to treat Calavan like that. It would be a mistake to treat him like that, because you trying to preserve yourself might get you killed, and then what? That's a hard thing with like these battles in Tower of God, because they're very long and drawn out. So it's like the same thing with going through the nest and going through all the different walls and the games and everything. In regards to the bomb, it's just like when can Bomb really truly go crazy and start using all of his techniques and all the Shinsu that he has? When can he start doing that? Because if he does it too early, he might burn himself out, and then the real fight might happen, and then he's out of it. Like, I'm thinking back when we were first entering the nest. Now Bomb's kind of got like a 1-up. He went to sleep, expended energy, woke back up. He's fine now, seemingly. So like coming into the nest, it was kind of like trying to game plan. It's like these first two like walls that we need to get past are super difficult. Like, that's not even taking into account Yasracha. We didn't even know that the Pobedao, like that not the Pobedao, but the Lopobia family was going to be truly coming in full force and all that stuff. Like, there's still so many more battles to fight that you cannot try to pull your punches, because you might die. But if you don't conserve energy, you might end up dying a little bit later. It's a tough situation, especially with your numbers being so small. I mean, Lyborick said no matter what Calavan is trying to take his position is pointless. They're nothing in comparison to the regulars because they see him as lowly, right? So it's a toughie, man. This whole nest arc, I kind of like that aspect of it. With almost every arc in any show, there's stuff you can and cannot like. But I like that aspect of figuring out, because this battle keeps getting longer and longer. And I kind of wish we could the one thing I kind of wish, thinking about it, like actually vocalizing and verbalizing this, I wish we could feel the not the panic, but the stress of how long this battle feels. Because right now, that was something you felt when you first went into the nest, when you were doing all the fighting up until the first wall. But once you get past the first wall and you get introduced to this game, that stress kind of dissipated. It's now it feels like it feels like Tower of God again, where it's just like, you know what, a good comparison, this nest arc kind of feels like for me, the comparison that I can make is the Hell Train, or it's where you first were getting on the Hell Train and you were told that, yeah, you're gonna take tests. Like, the Hell Train just isn't a free ride through these floors. You still have to go through the test whenever you get to that floor and do all the different things. And the Hell Train in itself is this one thing, but there's so many small arcs that take place inside of the Hell Train, where it's just like when you look back at the Hell Train, it's like, man, that arc was crazy. So many things happen, but that all consists of being like on the Hell Train. So this nest feels the same way, because it's like when we get out of the nest arc, goodness gracious, stammering all over myself. When we get out of this nest arc, we're gonna look at it like, man, that arc was long, but then you could look at it as the battle at the first wall, and then the cat tower, and then this battle, and then if we're still in the nest, another battle, and then the Suspendium arc that we're in with Bomb and Company. If it's so much into it, but we're still inside the nest arc. Like, this is still the nest arc. So it kind of feels that way. Going into the nest, it felt like this was going to be like this. Going into the nest, to me, it had the same feeling that the last station felt like. Like when you got to like the last station was being built up, like everyone's gonna be at this last station, and then you get to the last station and things start going crazy. This nest arc felt like that because it had all the people on bomb side, all the people that are in the nest, gathering all these people so that we could go in to go save Shinsu. It had the same feeling that the last station had, and kind of like trying to game plan and battle plan and strategize about how do we fight, how do we get past this wall, what do we do when we get past this wall. We still have to think about the high rollers that could be waiting for us on the other end of these couple of walls that we have to go through. And it felt like that, and then it turned into Tower of God. We're gonna play this game, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do this, and what do you know, like we split off in a group. Like we're in the nest and we've separated. We have a tiny little party. We're going into the suspendium. It has like the same the same vibes like that I feel like the Hell Train had, where it's like you go into the Hell Train, this Hell Train, it's mysterious, what's going on, oh my goodness, and then it's just test and feels like Tower of God now. Like it's like you're in the hell, like it's like the allure of the Hell Train went away, and you've just slipped back into Tower of God. That's what this nest arc feels like, or it's just the allure of like this massive battle, and we slipped back into everyday Tower of God stuff. That's what it feels like, and that's the best way I could put it. I just want to know, or at least get some idea as to what the end game is here. I agree. I doubt Bomb will get into a real fight with Traumerei. I agree with that. He'd get washed for sure, absolutely. Macheni has some scheme going on, and Shinsu is not out of the water. There's so many things just up in the balance. Is everyone's like prediction assumption that Bomb gets sucked in a suspendium? Is that gonna come true? Is that actually gonna happen? Who's in the suspendium wanting to be released and used against Lopobia? What's gonna happen with Shinsu? What's Macheni's plan? Traumerei's coming through this warp gate. Is he gonna come through and try to destroy everybody in his wake, and then Gastong shows up? What's happening? There's still so many things that could happen. There still is. Very interesting. I don't know. Yeah, there still are a lot of big players here. I don't know. I like this nest arc. I feel like I like it more than others. But I kind of want what I want is another last station. I think that's what I'm craving for. I will say that. I feel like that's what I'm craving for. I'm craving for another last station, where it's just bananas fighting and a lot there's not like any Tower of God shenanigans going on with games and all this stuff. I kind of just, I wanted to feel like how the nest felt before we got past the first wall, where it's just everyone's fighting. There's just a bunch of flashing things everywhere. Because to me, in my brain, that's where the scale of Tower of God has gotten to, and I'm fully on board with that. I'm on board with the off the wall craziness, just Shinsu everywhere. Everything looks like a gigantic painting done by some magnificent individual hundreds of years ago. I've already like signed on for that. Like that's what I want from Tower of God now. Like we've gone through all of the Tower of Godisms. throughout season 1 and season 2. Like, we've gone through all that. Even early season 3, we've gone through all the Tower of God-isms, and we've been introduced to all of these very powerful individuals. We're getting another family leader introduced to us. Eventually we're going to see them actually not in flashback form, or not in regular form. There's still there's so much more that I kind of just want the series to fully commit. Right now it feels like we're in a limbo of what we want the series to be. Do we want it to still be what the series used to be, or do we want it to be like this war where like there's fighting and there's alliances and all that stuff? What's been going on like with this with this Nest arc? Like, it's kind of like it wants to be both, and it's just like, we will be both. We'll put the Tower of Godism stuff inside of this arc, and we'll have them both at the same. That's what it feels like. It doesn't know I feel like it doesn't know what it wants to be, and it's kind of like we're gonna have to go through this and get past this arc, and then Tower of God could have a truly defined personality. Looking forward to aftermath more than anything. At least 5 big time high rankers are going to die by the end of this arc, and at least 1 squadron is going down. It'll be chaos for sure. Yes, I want to see the fallout. I want to see all this stuff. Is there you know what? I've been thinking about this. I wasn't gonna say it, but I've been thinking about it for like the last week or so. Whatever was in the hidden floor, the Apple Watch looking thing, whatever it was, that alone was enough to have Jihad do all of this and call for Gaston and the Popedal family. Right? Am I correct in thinking that? Because of Gaston going in, having Bomb go into the hidden floor for him and try to steal this thing, that alone was enough to have all of this happen. In regards to the Popedal family. Like, I'm correct in my understanding of that. I'm thinking, and this is where I'm gonna get to a question. What are the possibilities of one of the 12 family leaders dying? And what if Gaston has a way to kill one of them? I've been thinking about this for like the last week or so. I don't know. I like the idea of it. It would make things a lot more interesting. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Taking a guess. So it's been like the immortality contract doesn't apply to irregulars. They can kill each other if they wanted to. But what if Gaston doesn't? What if he doesn't want to kill another? What if he wants someone else to? That's what I'm getting at. Like, what if he gives Bomb the ability to do? Well, Bomb's an irregular, so he can do it. I don't think he's strong enough to do it. What if he kind of gives him a boost? Because right now Bomb's just getting boosted to be able to do all these things. What if he gives that ability to someone? I don't know. Oh goodness. Oh gosh. all things point back to Bomb. He's the main character. He's the devourer. If the boy doesn't have the ability to kill one of them, I would supercharge him to do it, to fulfill something, so that I can manipulate some stuff. I don't know. I think there's a good possibility. I truly think there's a good possibility one of the family, either Traumeré or Gaston, is gonna die. I do have a feeling that that's gonna happen. I think one of them is gonna bite the dust. That's what the thorn's for. Yeah, I guess so. Still incomplete though. What if Gaston? What if he? What if we just fast track this thing if Gaston found the other ones? Sorry, Hockney, you're useless now. This part of this. That part of the story that was for you, no more. I don't know. I was thinking about it for like a week or so. Like, what if one of them actually dies? Or what if whatever Gaston took has the ability to be able to kill one of them, or to do something crazy? I don't know. Hockney moved from Tower God to model. Hockney has had nothing to do but fight crabs for like 200 chapters, it feels like. I think that's my one complaint about Tower of God. There's so many side characters. There's so many side characters that they're just there until it's time to use them. It's like Hockney. Elaine was like the villain for an arc. Elaine is the perfect example of whenever you beat one of the bad guys and you turn them to your side and they're just not as strong as they were when you fought them. That's what it feels like. Like, Elaine really got relegated to just fighting a crab for this whole time. That's it. I do think there's no way like she doesn't become important, or this dude that she ended up like liking 1,000 years ago comes, like, there's no way that would be a wasted opportunity if it doesn't happen. Like, this is her family. So I feel like she'll become very important very soon. But right now she's just out fighting crabs. Or she fought a crab, I should say. I don't want Bomb to get too many thorns. It'll look ridiculous. It's only 2 more, Amir. He only needs 2 more. It's only 2 more. I think it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, and then 4. That's what it's gonna be. And who knows? He might get all 4, and they might combine into one thing, or the thorn might turn into a weapon or something. Who knows? Who knows what the true form of the thorn is? Who knows? Hockney is basically the remembering that Bomb can get a new piece of the thorn. That's all he's there for, and he doesn't even know why. I think Hockney, yeah, his mode is basically the thorn. Bomb can lose it to her. Took all the wind out of me, Arthur. You took the wind straight out of me. What? I don't need that to happen. No, in this series it would happen. He would lose it to her, wouldn't he? He would, wouldn't he? He really would. That's something I never thought of. He absolutely would lose the thorn to her. I don't know. I just want Bomb to be consistent in his disdain for her because of how much I hate her. I just want him to be consistent. Like she's gonna do something that's messed up again. She 100% is going to do something that's messed up again. I want him to be a man of his word. If she does something again and he doesn't do it, I'm gonna be hot. But I know he's not gonna do it. But if she does something again, I need him to be a man of his word and actually do it. Actually just wipe her out with no mercy. He should do it off the principle because she was involved. Like, she was involved with Prince and Arc Raptor dying. She was involved with that. Redacted needs to hold anything that can make Bomb be able to kill Jihad. Why? It's because it's the main plot for Arlen and the 135th floor and above. So she's going to be avoiding Bomb to getting everything until that happens. I guess so. I hope so. I don't want to see her face ever again. I don't even want her in the story anymore. The story's been great without her. Story's been so good without her. We don't need her. That's how I feel. Don't need her at all. If she never showed back up in the series ever again, I want to be done with the Lyborick family after this arc. They've basically been the only primary obstacles throughout the story. You're not wrong. Because they're Jihad's lapdog. That's why I feel like I don't think he's doing this out of his own. I truly feel like Jihad called him up and was like, it's time, let's do this, come on. I truly do feel that way. Because he's been perfectly fine just being in his own territory. Like being in his own territory, raising children and cutthroat ways and stuff. He's clearly fine with doing that. Why not just keep doing that? I feel like Jihad called his number. Oh, it's time for you to sub in. Here you go. So I feel like I do want to see more families though. There's a lot of families that we really haven't seen anything of. Like what family? Like there's a bunch of families we've only met a character, like a single character or two characters. There's been so many Lopobia. We've had quite a few Ha family members. We've had quite a few Kun family members. We've had a couple what is Arihan? Like we've had a couple characters from that family. There's some families, have we seen a character? Like I feel like there might have been a character from every single family we've seen. They're probably not. Tower is surely vast, but not diverse. It doesn't feel that way. Doesn't feel that way. I would love to see what life is like in parts of the towers where people don't climb at. I want to see, like, is it just like regular world stuff? Ari, Hendelock, yeah, main branch. Yeah, there's so many. There's so many, like, there's no way you get through this whole series without meeting more people from these families. Like, that's what's nuts to me. We've seen so many, it's crazy. We've seen a bunch of, like, high rankers. We haven't seen them all. We've seen a bunch. And they're all from, like, the same 3 families. Where are the other ones at? Like, what are they doing? Where are they from? Like, like, there has to be more. And we've seen a lot of, affluent people. Like, powerful people. Like, the leader, I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to see more. I want to see more. I want to see more. And for the story drops outside, I don't think so. I don't think so. If there's so many coons running around, how come we haven't seen that many? Huh? We actually haven't seen that many coon family members. We have like we seen Aguedo Agnes, Blueberry, Asensio, did I say Macheni already? Macheni. What was the one from the Hell Train that was with Asensio and Macheni? Oh man. Him. I can't remember his name. Wow, it's on like the tip of my tongue. And like maybe a couple others, but that's it. If he's actually running around here slanging like everyone says he's slanging, there should be a billion coon kids running around here. There should be a billion coon kids running around here. Who knows? There's a lot to see. That's what we'll say. My only thing is I hope to see the end of this series, and I hope nothing happens to see. That's all. I feel like eventually. I think we need more characters like Inyeta too. Yeah, which is connected with the family, but not the main line. I agree. I do agree. Because surely there has to be a lot of kids like that. There's no way there's not that. There has to be a lot of kids like that. Has to be. Like there has to be more kids that are like Chan-hee. There surely. But I'm gonna call it here. We're just babbling about Tower of God. Yeah, the Tower of God has the potential. Like you could pass. Tower of God is the type of series that you could pass the series on to another writer if you really wanted to, and keep this story just continue. It could just be an ongoing series forever. It really could. But I'm gonna call it here. I appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out. Good chapter. I can't wait to see what next week looks like. There's a possibility, I said this last week, but there's definitely a possibility that we cut away and we see Yama and Yasracha. We don't get a panel like this and get to see the aftermath of it. We're gonna get this panel, we're gonna go to next week, and it's gonna be like going back to Yasracha's like place inside the hidden, like Yasracha, whatever that place is, and we see some of that fight. Or we cut away to something, or we cut away to bomb inside of the suspendium. I don't think we see the outcome of this yet. We might see the outcome of this like the end of next week or 2 weeks from now. That's what I'm thinking. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your Monday. And if I don't see you throughout the week, I hope to see you next Monday. Yeah, next Monday. I almost confused myself. So thank you again. Appreciate you guys and have a good one. Peace out.